everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're Dos Cavazos, and today we are watching the third episode of season 2 of ReZero.
So last episode we just met Echidna, who
you gotta hear it a couple more times.
Who is the Witch of Greed. She looks similar to Amelia, who I guess looks like Satella. So that leads us to believe that
all look alike.
They all look alike. That also changed my perspective on Satella. I was thinking she was like queen bee of everything, but it seems like she's just the Witch of Envy.
Yeah.
You know, like Echidna is the Witch of Greed, and so on and so forth. And there must be a witch for maybe
all
these
the
other
seven
ones.
deadly
Yeah.
sins is kind of what we're thinking right now here too. And it kind of makes me question, you know, the sin archbishops, like who, I mean, I imagine they're working for Satella, but do all these other witches have sin archbishops as well, or how does that work? We're still under the assumption that Subaru might have been brought here or is being reserved to be like the sin archbishop of Pride. I guess we're going to get a lot of answers here. Also, Mealy passed out here. You brought up a really interesting theory in the last episode, like what if she had her memories like erased and she was also one of these witches as well too, and like, you know, now she's just kind of living a life where not doing what these witches are doing, which I'm not quite exactly sure what they're doing. The Witch of Greed here was just sitting down like having tea instead of having talked to anybody in a long time. So I don't imagine she's doing too much to like mess things up in this world. Before we get into today's video, we want to let you know that you could watch the next 6 edited YouTube reactions for ReZero right now over on our Patreon. And while you're over there, be sure to check out our reactions to all the other shows that we're currently doing in the watch-along format that we haven't brought over to YouTube yet, and let's jump into this video.
Perhaps you'd know me better as the Witch of Greed. Despite who I am, I'm still a tender young maiden, you know.
Sorry, but there's no way I'm not gonna be alarmed when you tell me that you're the Witch of Greed.
Like questioning the volume.
Well, that is a fair point.
Just one. Just a notch.
Just to see how it feels.
Oh my
When did you move me?
I'm sorry, but unfortunately, you're quite mistaken. You weren't physically moved anywhere at all. You were merely invited to my tea party. It's a witch's tea party. So are you just
just
going
looks
to
like a
stand
normal
there
tea party.
forever? Why don't you at least come over and sit down before the tea gets cold?
What if I like cold tea?
I like iced tea. Oh, that was a lot
Well,
of...
you're quite the brave one, aren't you?
What if that was like poison
I
or
know.
something?
If you really intended to kill me, then I'd already be a little pile of ash right now.
Plus, I
What
can
kind
come
of
back.
tea is this anyway? Because it's a little bland.
It's actually something that's
Ayahuasca.
produced here. To put it bluntly, it's a body fluid of mine.
What?
Oh, what the hell?
You're truly a fascinating individual now, aren't you? Standing there in front of me.
Was that a joke or
Gross.
is she serious?
What fluid?
Make a normal person's eyes fall out? Yeah, right. I'll have you know that my eyes are blessed all day long by the prettiest girl alive.
The Witch of Lust.
No matter how many times I look at you, I'm not exactly gonna think you're beautiful.
I mean, she kind of looks like Amelia, but...
Well, I'm trying to say that Mealy could be that, the Witch of
Oh
Lust.
no, I was talking about what he was saying.
Now, what is it you want with me anyway?
Maybe that's why he's so enamored with her.
Maybe.
This is an opportunity to talk to the Witch of Greed. It's not something that just anyone other than you can earn quite so easily.
So why'd you invite me?
Meant to have a dialogue is for both of us to exist. So let's remove the unnecessary things. All we need are our words. Let me affirm the desires
Where are they gonna be at?
and the greed that you seek to satisfy with answers.
What the heck?
What is it you'd like to ask me? Do you want to know about Daphne, the Witch of Gluttony?
They are other witches.
Fight the will of God to save the world from starvation? Maybe
Oh, the whale.
granted emotions to non-humans in an attempt to fill the world with love.
Show me their silhouette.
She's saying it like
she's
they did
wearing
good
something.
things.
Perhaps you're more curious about Sekhmet, the Witch of Sloth, who drove a dragon past the great waterfall just for a chance to rest.
Dragon.
Of course, the price of knowing everything knows no bounds.
Tell us about Satella.
Or there's the Witch
didn't
of
bring up-
Envy, who killed all the other witches and used them as sustenance while making the whole world her enemy.
What?
Them all.
That was a lot.
Yeah.
It looks like I frightened you.
So how are you alive?
It's in a witch's nature. Bothersome, isn't it?
So it seemed like the other witches did good things, and then...
But I mean, are we believing her?
yeah, that's true.
What are you talking about?
The tea that you drank earlier. I used the Envy Witch factor on it as a means to strengthen your resistance a little bit. Now you and I can talk freely and leisurely.
Tell her about your
Oh.
friggin' coming back.
would you like to ask me?
That's enough. You're not gonna get away with this.
I feel like you should use this and actually ask stuff.
I didn't make you drink that tea with the intention of doing anything bad. In fact, I find your existence a rather desirable thing. I'm a bit embarrassed, really.
I already have too many women that love me.
That's also why you entered this burial ground unharmed.
This what?
Huh.
I'm in a cemetery?
Mm-hmm. Where you're standing is the witch's graveyard, where my...
Oh my gosh.
So you're talking like her ghost?
And what you're saying is, the forest where those old ruins are, where I was before you zapped me here, that is the sanctuary?
You're so mean. Happen to be correct. The sanctuary is just outside of the ruins. So, what other questions would you like from
And
me?
if I ask you to...
Tell me Roswell's allegiances.
Yes, absolutely. I can guarantee
Quit trying to
that.
rush. I want to know what's going
But
on.
isn't there anything else you want to ask?
Yes, yes. Stay here. What the fuck, Subaru? Stay here and ask questions. I want to know.
Wait, you're kidding, right?
Is he playing hard to get?
People from around the world have come to me in search of my knowledge. Very powerful people. So relax, okay? We can just sit down and talk for a while. I have knowledge about the truth of this world that no one...
Not interested.
Is he just playing?
Maybe.
You'd ask a dead woman, a witch at that, to agree to delay our discussion as if it were the simplest thing in the world. I've never had a tea party like this.
Stay.
Just so you know, these days I'm what you'd call completely broke.
Compensation for a witch doesn't mean money. What?
What does it mean?
That was short-lived. And we didn't really get many answers. I guess we got like this concept that these witches might not be as bad as they were.
Except for Satella.
Yeah. She was so envious.
Someone said something to me.
Do you not remember?
Was that like
Otto.
was that like part of the thing? Was that he
That
doesn't
he can't remember either? Yeah.
So nobody else will know?
Nerve outsider! Is this like a Magmarin laughing when it's full of holes?
Those are like the same teeth that Frederica had.
Makes me think Roswell got her from here.
Like, is that how she knows about this place?
Probably.
Ha! What a tantalizing choice! Hey, that's a nice
You're her
crown
brother?
dragon.
He's got the pendant.
Maybe you need to put the pendant back on her.
Does he know her? Him?
Well, you're a real good-looking
What
girl
the heck?
now, ain't
Oh.
you, precious? Come
No,
on,
don't
I'm
hurt
not
it.
gonna hurt ya.
Oh, okay.
Little nap!
Oh my gosh.
You'd better think.
She's just passed out.
Why the hell did I just hear that name come out of your filthy mouth?
Why the hell do you think? Just stop this for a minute.
Thought about it and still don't know.
What the heck?
Well,
Quit jumping to
first-
conclusions and listen to me. It's because we all know her too, okay?
The name's Garfield, and the pleasure's all yours.
Garfield. Wasn't that who they needed to like ask for?
How in the hell do you know that I have anything to do with Frederica?
You're not actually serious, right?
I guess they're kind of oblivious.
What's to do with all this pent-up anger inside?
You ever shut up? I apologize.
I almost choked on my coffee. What am I supposed to do with all this pent-up anger? The way he said it so calmly.
Well, look at that. I guess you could put some energy into your voice after all. Want to know how it feels to be a bazo mazo being flung back and forth?
Don't even know what that is.
Mazel mazel.
Oh man, I'm glad you're okay.
Subaru, where? Who are you? Just so you know, I'm not going to let you lay a single finger on him.
Hang on, Mealy, I appreciate it. But as a guy, I have mixed feelings.
You don't want to believe me? That's your call. But either way, there ain't no turning back now, guys. We've already made it past the barrier.
Then we're in the sanctuary right now?
And give me a break. You of all people should know. Weren't you asleep because you got too close to the barrier?
What? When the stone glowed.
That's exactly when it happened. So this pendant was reacting to the barrier, is that it? Hey, but why did only Amelia pass out? I mean, I got transported somewhere, but Otto was here. Why?
Okay, so he remembers it.
And it isn't only half-elves that thing reacts to either. It works on me and a lot of others too. Figure it out yet?
Elves?
Let me make sure I've got this. So the sanctuary is a place where demi-humans with mixed blood live?
That's right, nice guess. We welcome you here, Miss Amelia, and your escort.
Oh. So then why'd she pass out, though?
Because she's like part elf?
But then why would you pass out if you're welcome there?
Ain't really the kind of place that deserves such a fancy title. Nothing there but a rag bag of half-wits. It's just a dead-end testing ground.
Oh.
Where should we...
So you're finally back? It took you long enough.
Rom!
I would like to welcome you to the sanctuary, Miss Amelia. Master Roswell is waiting inside. Allow me to show you the...
Follow me.
Are you referring to me? That's the worst name you called me yet. Why do I have to be alone with you?
I'll grab what's left of you.
Why is everyone so mean to me? Is that really true, Mr. Natsuki? Well, all right then. As long as you're appreciative. See you soon.
Too easy.
Still don't trust you, Otto. You threw me off the carriage when it was convenient to save your own hide.
With all that's going on, for her to not even ask about Rem. I'm pretty pathetic, huh?
Oh, he was shaking.
You can count on me to be your human shield and keep you safe.
Ah, Miss Amelia and dear Subaru. Feels like it's been so very long since I last saw you.
What happened to him?
Can't relax. Even though I've heard it called the Sanctuary, it really doesn't seem like one to me at all. In fact, it feels more like...
More like a witch's graveyard?
Well, that's what the other one said.
And in my mind, it's worth calling a sanctuary.
Echidna, huh?
Subaru? Are you alright?
Are you, like, kind of remembering?
The Witch of Greed is rather unbecoming. It makes her sound so sinister. Not very nice, is it?
He took offense to that. So maybe his loyalties lie with her, and not Satella like we were thinking.
Thwarting entry from outsiders who don't follow procedure. In
Who's
addition to
fucked you
that,
up?
the barrier triggers certain effects on those whose blood meets specific conditions.
No, is that why she passed out?
That all the people who fled to the sanctuary, along with Master Roswell and myself, ended up remaining here instead of returning to the mansion?
Well,
You stay.
What's he mixed with?
We're all being held under house arrest here in the sanctuary. Myself, Rom, the people of Arlem, everyone. And I'm sure that goes for the two of you as well. Trapped from the moment you...
Wait, why?
What the hell? Are you guys still flapping your gums in here?
house arrest.
I don't get why,
So
though.
Roswell's injuries are...
Nope, not at all. Roswell here got hurt because he was rejected by the trial.
Wait, what?
The trial.
Oh!
When you make contact with the barrier, mixed bloods who go through that and still come inside, you're stuck here forever like the rest of us.
Does that mean Amelia too?
But Subaru isn't.
The only way to break it is to go through the graveyard's trial. But if anybody who isn't a
Oh.
mixed blood tries to take it on,
So Roswell isn't, that's why.
the only one allowed to go through the trial and make that happen is you. If you can't, we won't let any of the villagers leave this place. And you aren't gonna be able to leave here either. Do you understand?
Okay.
But didn't Echidna give him, like, ability
Yeah.
to do it? Remember? That was, like, something she did.
She said you'll find out what it means later. Something
So
along
all
those
the
lines.
townspeople got trapped here, too? Huh. I feel like that was, like, a lot of information all at once.
Yeah.
I was confused about.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone, listen up! In case you didn't know,
You're stuck
we got
here.
rid of the bad guy who attacked the village.
But if you try to leave, you'll die.
Because we've got somebody who's getting ready to face the trial head on and set you free.
Wait, you mean...
Are you gonna do it?
No, if I could do it, I'd be more than happy
You can.
to.
He doesn't remember.
He doesn't remember. Well, maybe she can do it easily.
I just feel like it has to be him. There's a reason why she told him.
I'm sorry you had to wait so long. In the place of your domain lord, Roswell L. Mathers, I will take on this challenge. And I'd like your support!
Oh, she's shaking too? Oh.
If you want to help us, so we'll all back you in the royal selection, we understand and everybody here thinks that's just fine. But if you have some other reason for taking this risk, then we have a right to know.
Doesn't she just want to help y'all?
I realize this may sound like we only care about what benefits us, but I pray you'll be our friend.
Aww.
I know that I'm not worthy, but I humbly accept.
I'm not worthy, huh? Who says that in this day and age?
Still, I think I'd like one last cheer.
You really mean it?
Yes, of course I do. If you don't mind.
You can do it! Don't give up! I get that it sucks being trapped here. But why didn't you do this trial yourself?
If I could, I would, damn it.
So he's half. That's probably why.
Wait, what did Rom see? Or was it just like
Probably just her
disappearing?
going in.
It's gonna be okay.
The lights aren't supposed to go out as long as the trial's going on.
Amelia, wait!
Oh, well, he can go
He
in
was
though.
approved. Yeah.
Yeah, see,
I don't understand, but if I can get inside, that's good enough for me. Just stay there!
can they go through it together?
I doubt it.
Amelia!
Passed out
Oh. What?
Oh. Where did he wake up? Is he back in his own... What the fuck? No, he just says...
Good morning, son!
Is that?
Son?
He's back
Why
in the
is
real
your dad
world?
like jacked?
You look like you've just seen your own dad half naked first thing in the morning.
Is that like
Yes, I
those
think so.
figures?
Oh my gosh, she's just like back in the real world. Like, what does this mean here? I was not expecting that.
Is
at
it
all.
just for the trial? Like, is he gonna come back? He had little
He has
figures,
to come back.
but I couldn't tell if that's like.
It looked like
it. I mean, it had
Neely.
the white hair though.
Yeah, or at least one of the witches. We'll say that.
Or maybe that's because of the trial.
I don't know.
You know.
I mean, we'll see how Subaru reacts here. Will he be like, "Oh yeah, you are my dad"?
I don't know,
Or
I'm
is he
getting-
gonna be like, "What the hell did I experience? Was this all a dream? What's going on here?"
I'm getting like Jedi Temple vibes, so I feel like it's just for the trial purposes. You know what I mean?
I mean, I definitely feel like he's coming back.
But I mean, like,
but
you know, we could get the explanation why he even got taken out
I
of
think
this
that's
world.
what we're
Yeah.
thinking here is that he's gonna
Yeah.
find out why Echidna. Interesting. We've scaled over that a little bit, but obviously we saw her at the beginning of this episode. We didn't really get a whole lot of information from her. I kind of fault Subaru for that. I would have asked, let me put out a notebook and start putting down all the questions I want to ask you. But I feel like it's gonna kind of tie into why he came in here, and that's what you said, like this whole trial thing. But it's interesting that Mealy just passed out again there too. So. He has to come back. He's going to release them because they're not just going to be stuck here for like the entirety of the series. And I don't think Subaru is just going to go back into the real world and we're just going to forget everything that we've built up to. It's just interesting that it happened here. And it seems like this is a part of the trial. But I wonder, is it up to him to find out why he even came here in the first place? Is that the trial? And if that is the case, why? Like, why does Echidna want that? Because it seems like Echidna's keeping them here, right?
Yeah, I don't really know fully why they're stuck here. Like, what about the barrier that's, like, keeping them trapped? I don't really understand because, like, they made it seem like any whatever breed that comes through gets trapped, but then I'm like, is that only right now in this certain scenario? Is that, like, all the time? Like, I'm still a little confused by that.
Or only a half-breed, I think, could have the possibility to break them out, but...
No,
like,
a non-half-breed.
No, because Mealy.
No, a half-breed.
Yeah, but the other ones who, if we're
Because
assuming that
Roswell wasn't,
got the shit kicked out of him
Because
or
he
something
was
happened
a
to him.
non-half-breed. He was just like...
A person. I guess,
I
a person
don't know,
for that
it's
world.
weird. Yeah.
But regardless...
in their version.
I just don't know what's going to happen right now. I'm really excited to watch the next episode, though, because I want to see, like, okay, how's this interaction going to be when he's back here? Are we going to see, like, little figures of other people, too? Are we going to see, like, a Rem and a Rom, a Roswell, like, all in his room and whatnot, and he just, like, likes them because he watches ReZero? I'm just kidding.
He reads the manga.
He, like, jumped into the universe of, like, the series that he loved.
Okay, let's look at these figures.
Saying, is there a Rem?
Come on now, don't ignore me!
Oh my gosh.
Hey, what's the matter? You train daily and still lose to a middle-aged man? No!
You're getting old if you didn't see that counter coming!
Okay, so he could fight with his dad?
Are you ready to give up? Then you better stay up!
Come on, you guys. I'm getting hungry, so I'd like to have some breakfast.
She's got the death hair.
Ah, dang it. Why do they always gotta have the death hair?
Come on, it's time for breakfast.
He seems so robotic.
I started feeling adventurous, so
Are
I
you
made
real?
something special just for you.
Peas? Big ass bowl of peas?
Hey, Mom, I appreciate it, but why are there so many of these things?
It's not good to be picky about your food, so I thought this might be a good chance to get you over that.
Feels so weird seeing him like in regular.
You know, I've always wondered about this mix of Japanese and Western dishes.
I like wakame seaweed in my miso soup and strawberry jam on my toast. Yummy.
Nobody wants the peas. They just keep passing them around.
Keep on passing it around.
Well, I hate peas, so one of you will have to eat
What
it.
the hell did
You
you
were
want
trying to
from
get me to be less picky?
Don't get the wrong idea, though. I hate all foods that are tiny and round.
Tiny and round?
The husband should take responsibility for his wife.
Listen, families that get along as well as ours does are rare these days.
What the heck?
What I'm saying is, you and your mother hate exactly the same things I do.
Then this gigantic mound of peas.
So why do we even have peas?
I'll turn it into something we all love. Pilaf.
I can't even stand the sight of it.
That looks good.
Subaru.
Right. Thank you for that bountiful feast.
Not a pro.
That was a weird interaction.
Race to school to help digestion.
Stop trying to turn this into a scenario that ends with me going off to school, okay? Heading back to bed.
Okay.
Is he remembering? It seems like he woke up and didn't even remember, like, being in this other world. Let me see the faces of those figures.
What the hell? Why do I feel so weird all of a sudden?
You weren't
So why
sent
isn't he
back here
going
to
to
eat
school?
peas. I think he is going to school.
Well, he said
He said kept trying to make this like a fun scenario or about just me going to school. I think he was just kind of like, oh, I don't really care about like racing to school to burn off these peas. Like it's not really burn off the peas.
So there's no other choice. It's a done deal.
Skip.
What the
He has
hell
to go to
is
school.
this? That's always calmed it down before.
always calmed it down before.
That
Wait, is this happening? I'm so confused.
What's the point of asking
One walks in here.
if you walk in before I can answer?
Oh, lighten up. There's no need for that between.
His dad's funny.
Right, I'm sorry. I forgot you're a teenager. I'll leave and come back.
Too late now. It doesn't matter.
Oh, nothing. So tell me, is there a girl you like?
Are you serious?
Well, there's about half a dozen. Just kidding.
Let's go have an awesome father-son talk outside, okay? Man, what's with everybody? They happen to see me on my day off and they all assume I lost my job. Look, I'm not going to tell you anything scary. It's more of a father-son subject.
Tell me more. I can't wait.
Ken, my boy, haven't seen you in a while. Oh,
You think Echidna's impersonating him?
The father?
Mm-hmm.
it's hard to believe you're old enough to have a son who's that age. Today's Monday, right? Shouldn't you be in school now, young man?
What's up with school?
He has to go to school. I feel like it's trying to guide him to school.
My apologies. We'll both stop by again when we have time to chat.
But what does his dad want to talk to him about?
It's like I said something I shouldn't have. Please tell him I'm sorry, would you?
Oh, no, that won't be necessary.
Is this like in the moment or is this actually what happened in the past? Like maybe he
I
had
don't know.
those feelings right before he got.
This feels kind of like, like it doesn't feel because like the what's the word for all the fuzziness around the screen? It almost kind of feels like a dream.
Vignette.
What?
Like a vignette.
Oh. I didn't know what that word was.
Kind of hard to say.
You look like you really aren't
Yeah, you
feeling
might be
too
right.
good, son. Are you ready to head back home?
Like he might just be passed out remembering. And maybe that's why he hasn't even brought up anything about.
So, listen, Subaru. Not to change the subject on you, but is there a girl that you like?
Subaru,
Or is she calling out to him for the first time?
Now, I can't really speak for the rest of the world, but personally, I don't believe school is the be-all, end-all. It's not a big deal.
Neither do I.
But why?
End all be all. Be all end all.
And that's how I'll...
Hey, are you all right? You look like you're really hurting. Just tell me what's wrong. Subaru, please.
What the heck?
No.
it's been rough, hasn't it?
Okay, but is this like here or is this there? What's going on?
About what you asked me. There is one. A girl I like. So now, I just know I'll be fine.
So do you remember everything then?
I feel like this was from before.
See, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, like the more and more you like.
Like, because he's wearing the
after you
same
said that.
outfit.
Yeah.
Maybe he goes to the convenience store later.
Tell me what a small person I am. That I'm an idiot who's never good enough and a self-righteous scumbag.
For what though?
I wanted
Like
you
what?
both to beat that into me and make me give up.
Give up what? I'm so confused.
I quickly learned that if I kept that up, I'd always have to do something even bigger the next time around. Can't have people think I'm boring. I figured
So he got into trouble.
I knew they were a bunch of idiots. I wanted them to believe that they couldn't have this much fun without me. That we'd break up the boring times doing pointless crap.
Did they slowly just
He's like kind of lost
fall
all his
off?
friends.
Honestly, I really blew my high school debut in a big way. It was bound to happen, though. I had any real relationships up to that point. High school wasn't gonna be any better.
They all thought he was weird.
It kind of hit me. I just didn't want to go to school.
So that's why he's not going to school.
But now,
It's easy to give up. But doing so doesn't suit you.
Oh.
I love you, Subaru. So very much.
He's like, I still love Mealy.
You see that, son? That was my most loving father headbutt. What? Ow! You're right. My leg goes up pretty high. This is just an observation here, but you're kind of stupid, aren't you? If you want to get me to throw you out, then pick a more active method. Who would ditch their own kid just because he retreated into a shell, huh? So twisted. You're on the fast track to being an idiot. And just so you know, I'd be glad to set you straight by force.
I love his dad.
you heard what I said. I did find a girl that I like. Actually, there's another girl who said she loves me, despite all of the flaws that I have.
So
Neither one of them has any
Is this
idea that
after?
I'm the son of Kenichi Natsuki. In their eyes, I'm just
Maybe it is just in his mind.
nothing less. No, in all of their eyes. Just Subaru Natsuki.
so he doesn't have to live in his shadow.
Just try to take good care of your mom and me when we get old.
No.
All right, son?
Seems like such a good dad.
I'm so sorry.
Subaru?
I'm sorry. I can't.
So you want to go back to the other world?
I won't be able to make anything up to you.
Yeah, because you're not
never
there.
see you again.
You're in another
Sorry.
freaking world.
I'm so sorry.
Does that mean he just disappeared in his original world?
Just give it your all, son. And do the best you can. Got it?
Yeah. You can count on me, Dad.
Oh!
And I will do anything. Cause your son's just that awesome.
Come on, I already know that. I mean, you are half me after all.
No. So we went back to school?
Student Subaru Natsuki is complete. What's it been already? About 3 months or so?
3 months you lived in this whatever this is? Dream or what? Or is it 3 months since he's been in school?
Hey, what's this about? Why are you following me? Walking to school with my mom is worse than a game penalty.
I'm not going all the way to school. Just to the convenience store, all right?
Convenience store. I'm still so confused whether this was before or after.
But he's
Maybe he
not
was
wearing the
just-
clothes.
Yeah, but what if he was just having visions of what he was eventually going to experience with Rem and Mealy?
Parents keep a close eye on their children, more than they realize. We're protective. I'm always watching you. One time when you were little, I had to give you a suppository.
Tell me how you shoved a pill up my butt.
I just vow to make myself worthy of them later on.
My 2 wives.
Oh, yeah. You're definitely his kid.
Oh, shit, no!
Well, I'm heading this way. Will you be okay on your own?
I'll be fine.
I'm sure you will. Give it your all, then.
This has been an interesting episode. I'm
yeah.
still confused.
It's kind of far away, too, which means it'll be hard to keep in touch. Even so, no matter where I might be, I promise you, I'll be thinking of you guys.
Oh.
Never forget you.
Subaru,
I swear to you, no matter what, I'll always want to be your kid. I'll try.
Aww.
And now...
Hey, we didn't have you because we wanted you to do something for us. We had you because we wanted to do something for you.
Aww.
Oh, that's right. Subaru, wait! I almost forgot. Take care of yourself.
Okay.
So he'd left after. Maybe.
Take care of yourself.
That's just what she said the day he left. But he was a different person then than now, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think it's starting to make sense.
Is he gonna walk back into the world?
Well,
It was
look at
her.
you. You're here.
Yeah.
Welcome, Subaru. So, you've had some time to confront your past. Tell me, what did that experience do for you?
Okay, so kind of what we thought originally. At different points throughout this episode, though, I was so confused. I was kind of going into what you were thinking, like maybe this was before he got here, but then obviously it was part of this trial. He was going through all these experiences that he dealt with eternally. He kind of seemed like lived in the shadow of his father a lot, saying, oh, you're his son, you're his son. And, you know, he was, I guess, kind of living up to that when he was younger. Kind of got away from that, kind of became a little bit of a problem child, did a lot of stuff, I guess, for attention because he thought that's what he needed to do to stay relevant. But he's different now.
And him going back now, like, I guess now that we can see it, he was a different person around his parents than he was originally. And, like, she said, take care. Like, it was, he remembered that was, like, I guess the last word she said to him before he went to the convenience store and then got taken away or whatever. So I guess this was important for the trial. I guess, I don't know if we're going to be done with the trial, but I think we're going to maybe move on to the next stage of it or something.
I feel like that too. This doesn't seem like it's the only reason for, you know, not the only thing that he would have to do to pass this trial. Like, you know, confronting your past allows you to, like, you know, break this little barrier so that everyone else could leave. I feel like there's more than that. I just feel like this was probably like the precursor that was needed to be done before going forward with it. Like, you have to face what your internal struggles were before, I guess, you face whatever this actual trial may be. But we'll see in this next episode. I'm curious to see what Echidna is going to tell him now.
All right, well, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye, everyone.